Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the crew room.
I'm so happy to be here
Thanks for
on a
coming.
beanbag.
On a beanbag.
I've not been on a beanbag since I was like 8. This is great.
Yeah, it's a change of setting and
Yeah.
a change of seating.
Yeah, why not?
Because the lighting in here is better, and I think you'd appreciate that.
I do appreciate that. The lighting is great. With a nice big red tower out the window.
All of this.
It's great.
It's now winter. Yay. Would you like to tell us your name and a little bit about yourself?
My name is Charlie. I'm a lighting technician. I have travelled between the West End and done some international touring with a few different shows, both Cirque du Soleil and Six, the musical. Mm-hmm. Did a little bit of UK touring very recently. I'm back in London now. So yeah, been sort of working.
I'm so happy you're home.
So am I. No, I'm so glad to be back in London. I've loved touring, but it's exhausting. It's really hard. I don't think I quite appreciated how hard that was going to be, especially the UK bit, moving every week. I sort of always knew that the UK touring every week was not going to be for me. The first sort of big tour that I did was Cirque, where I was with their Big Top tour, which sort of sits down for
While, isn't it?
like 3 to 6 months in a city.
So
So you're like living in a city, which was fantastic. I mean, the first city I was in was Montreal. I was there for 9 months. And I saw it go from the depths of winter, where it was like minus 37 degrees. It's really cold. To like gorgeous summer. Anyway, that's me. That's me in a nutshell, basically.
Well, love it. Like, touring seems so exciting, but like very, very draining.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
No, I loved it. I genuinely, I had a great time. Both. So the two big ones, obviously Cirque and Six. And Six is what I then did in the UK. And I think if you're with a really good group of people, which I was really fortunate to be with a good group of people both times, it makes it like, if you're not with a good group of people, you're away from home, you're away from family and friends, and
be quite lonely.
It's really isolating, especially when so I was in North America for Cirque du Soleil, and obviously apart from Montreal, where they speak French Canadian, it was all English speaking, so it was fine. You could go out and you could sort of live your life without any sort of language barrier, other than in Montreal, which was hard, and that was the first city as well. So I got there and I ended up being I think in the whole of technical, I remember there were 3 people in the team that had never worked for Cirque before. I was one of them, and the other 2 were from Montreal. So I was the only one who'd never worked for the company or spoke the language. And wasn't from this part of the world that I'd not been to. But it was incredible, and getting to work with people from all over the world. But I'm so glad to be back in London. I love London, and London's home.
Yay.
My parents will kill me for saying that London is home, but London is now home.
So's mum and dad, but
Yeah.
we're here.
We are
in
here.
the middle of it.
Absolutely.
Let's start. So first we've got parish notes, but someone commented, thanks Beach, saying that it is parish notices because it's from ye olden times when you'd put up the notices
On
for
the
the
church.
parish.
Yeah.
So, suck that, Charles.
Like, I've heard one show that called it Village Notes,
Oh.
which that to me was weird.
Yeah.
Parish is a bit odd, that I feel like everyone just goes with it because it's normal.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what it means, but it's normal.
like kind of name a time when you've come in and the call sheet has been complete havoc. Like my example was that we came into Frozen and 7 people were off, and I had to do 3 plots at once.
It's a good first question. It's a hard first question. Everything
about the
has
tea
gone
here, baby.
absolutely swimmingly. There has never been a problem ever in my career. The biggest one, actually, more recently, was we had a type of light on a show.
Very vague.
We had a type of light, a moving light, that had normally with most moving lights, they have a stop, so they can only tilt so far. Some moving lights do not have a stop and can do infinite tilt, which this light could do infinite tilt and caused various calibration problems, getting technical and boring. And they just moved. Every day we would do a lineup, so we would point all the lights at the same space and we would get them really, really narrow so we could see what was going on with the rig as a whole and make sure that everything is going to look exactly the same to the audience. And we came in, me and my deputy came in and turned the rig on, and every light that was not in the right place. And this was an ongoing problem with the fixture. So I'd already been in contact with the they weren't the direct manufacturers, but they were the sort of
White Light
distributor. No, not White.
Not White Light.
Not White Light. Actually, one. So the people that sold the lights to White Light, as it happens, because that was a White Light show. There was no way of fixing it. We just had to deal with it. We had to refocus the entire show, and there was like 30 or 40 of these lights.
The same
Can't remember.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I was there. So we had to go through the show. I immediately called up our company manager and just said, I need the stage for as long as you can give me before the show, because this is going to take like a good couple of hours.
How did you focus them? Well, they're moving lights, so it's
so it's just someone sitting at a desk, and it was the first time. I was relatively new to the job at the time, and so I didn't know every single focus. After that, we had to do it another like 2 or 3 times within a few weeks, and then we actually got really technical and updated the firmware on the lights, which did fix them to a point.
And engineering now.
Yeah.
I find it quite exciting. I love like a showstop. Or like
the adrenaline of a showstop is
like, what can I do? It's so exciting.
Within reason, depending on the showstop.
Well,
I think.
Depending on what it is, like.
Yeah, but yeah, we got it done, and it was fine, and the show happened, and the audience were none the wiser, and that's, I think, the thing for me, is you've just got to get on with it. Like, there's no other choice. Like, you can't sit back and just go, oh, it'll be fine, because the show will not look as good as it's designed to look.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest thing for me, is like, the audience have paid a lot of money. Like, I don't think anyone is under any illusions that theatre is not cheap, especially now.
Yeah.
And I think when you're paying as an audience member sort of 100, 200, sometimes significantly more.
£300 for a Vita, baby.
Wild.
But that's like a regular ticket on Broadway. So
yeah, it's
sorry to bring her up again.
It is mad. It's mad. But when you are paying that much as an audience member, you really hope, and like I go to the theatre a lot. I am a theatre fan, and you hope that everyone on that show is doing the best that they can. Yeah. Like, things go wrong. We know things go wrong, and that's fine. So yeah, that was sort of in recent memory. I mean, as I say, like, it's it's normal for me. So not for me. Things go wrong all the time in my life. It's normal because, technology doesn't
always work.
We do a hard reset, which is the technical term for turning it off and on again. And that does wonders. It's not just a myth, it does work.
It does work.
And yeah, you just we had a thing actually in I shouldn't name the show. Another show. We had on a different show. We had the possibility that we were going to do, need to choose my words really carefully, a different version of the show. Yes, we had to do this whole like big choreography change thing, and we were trying to relight the show. I say we, it was all my boss at the time, because he knows
I love
the
having
show.
a boss.
Yeah. He was a lot better at that. He knew the show a lot better than me. So he got into his zone and was typing away, and I was like, I'm here if you need anything, let me know. And people were running around like headless chickens, and one of the guys he came up to me and said, "Why are you so calm?" And I was just like, well, because ultimately it's either going to happen and it will look okay, or it will happen or it won't happen.
Well, the show must go on.
Or somewhere in between. Like, something will happen. I don't know what that something will be.
We
something will happen.
Doors, just like Hunger Games.
Yeah, well...
Those doors are going to open.
He actually got a really beautiful letter off that guy that asked me how I was so calm when I left. And he just said, I want to thank you for reminding me why I do what I do. And I was like, oh, that's really sweet.
Oh,
like, I'd not thought of that.
Cute.
Amongst many other things that he said in that house. It was very
really
sweet. But yeah, no, it was
like you've impacted
it was a good
someone.
but that was also, reading that was also a good reminder for me to remind myself why I do what we do, because the audience are having a good time, not just because of the however many people on stage there happen to be, whether it's the 10 people on stage in 6 or the 40 plus people on stage for Cirque du Soleil, and sort of the 30 people in whatever West End show. Like, there are people backstage. Yeah. Like, and you doing this podcast will
highlight that.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, for however many people there's on stage, there's double the amount back of house. Front of house as well.
Yeah, everybody. It sounds really corny, but I love the saying. Like, we are all cogs in the machine that entertains, and without any one of us, it all grinds to a halt.
It wouldn't happen
in some way or another.
Next is encore exit, which is a smash or pass.
Okay.
So I've got a couple of statements here. So the first one is headset gossip during a show. Because I feel like I'm not usually on comms unless I'm on flies, like in the West End. Stage aren't usually on comms. So we don't get a lot of gossip, and when I'm on flies, I don't really like to chat. But I feel like LX chats the most.
Yeah, that's probably fair. I think at the right time is fine and needed. The professional answer is if it's not distracting you from work.
Yeah,
it's fine. We all make mistakes. We all forget to pick up people. We all pick up the wrong person. We all do it in the wrong colour or the wrong size.
I've put the wrong spade in before and the thing didn't go on.
Yeah, that's not great.
It's not great,
so,
no.
I mean...
But that's not because I was chatting on comms. That's just because I'm chatting to literally everybody.
Just somebody in the wing. Yeah. I do. This person will name nameless, and I don't know whether they'll even be watching. I really hope they do.
I hope you are.
And the show will remain nameless.
For now.
Huh?
For now.
For now. It is one of the shows that I've already mentioned.
It's okay, because I'll know. Yeah. And that's okay.
That's his site. So that he could like line up on the right person. On the spot. And he fell off his chair.
Oh my God.
And ended up basically swinging his spot. And it ended up landing on an usher. Which was the most beautiful thing. And I was just watching, and then you just see this usher just go. We're like, yeah, you need to turn your spot off. So that was perhaps one of my favourite spot things. But yeah, these things happen.
Brilliant. Love it.
But it's fun. And I think for audience members, you sort of, it reminds them, and the same with showstops, it reminds them that that it's real, it's live.
Real, it's live.
Yeah.
This is live in
it's
front
one
of
thing.
you.
I know producers hate showstops, and I get why, and we should absolutely avoid them. But there is an element of audience.
You're not out to cause a show stop ever.
No,
right?
nobody
is ever out to do it.
I have not met one person. Don't think I've met one person who actually. We all joke about it. Of course, we joke about it.
Yeah.
Oh, wouldn't it be funny to have a show stop this afternoon? Always on a matinee, never on an evening, because then we don't get home.
Trains. No.
Yeah.
So you're saying smash?
Smash. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Next is hanging out the trolley for ages, focusing one light. Like you're in the trolley like an hour, or a genie.
Oh no!
Like,
keep me on the floor.
Do you not go up?
No, I do,
yeah.
And I would, I absolutely.
This is a pass for you.
I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy being up a genie or the tallest scope.
See, I don't mind a genie. I cannot stand a tallest scope.
No, tallest scope's like no. For me, I'm team genie.
I think they should be banned.
Yeah, I mean, I don't actually remember the last time I was in maybe at uni. Very, very long time ago.
We've got one here, and I'm like, why? Why did you buy this?
No, it seems a bit. When you have genies.
I have a genie. Like, I have a genie. Can't use it though.
Or a PAV.
It's PAV.
Well, it's because genie is the brand.
Oh, it's the brand. Yeah, true.
Because you have different types of genie.
Is it portable access?
Push around vehicle.
Oh.
Yeah.
This one drives.
Then it's something else that I can't remember off the top of my head, and
I'm
I
not
did the
allowed to use
training
this one.
last week. Don't know. Depends what it is. We'll go with it.
But it's a no.
But no.
Got moving lights now. Why would you need to be able to?
Well, yeah. In terms of focusing, yeah, use a moving light. But yeah, I don't. It's normally really hot. It's irritating. You're normally squashed between sort of
the bars.
A light and a hanging bit of fly piece or something.
Scenery.
And, I just I don't mind it. It's it's part of the job.
If it's a toilet, pass. If it's a genie, I'll go in it, but like decide what you want. Like stop taking 500 years to be like, can you squidge it in a bit?
Oh, a little bit. Split the difference this way, that way. That.
God, get over yourself.
Okay. But I go back to what I said earlier. If it's making the show look better, I will do it. That is what it comes down to. If it makes the show look better, I will do it.
Fair enough. You're better than me.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I love you really.
All right, next one is a Q2Q being a full tech run. So they've gone, we're just going to do a Q2Q like this, and then full cast on stage, full scenery moves.
Yeah, why are we there? that doesn't bother me as much because actually at that point we're doing stuff. And if that's what needs to happen, if the director has decided that, or the the stage manager has decided that, or whoever has made that decision to do a full tech run instead of a Q to Q, then fine. The opposite annoys me when they've gone, we need lighting, and we get there and they're like, oh, we're actually just going to focus on some blocking.
Be in this one state.
And I'm like, why have you called me? Why am I sat here doing nothing? Like, lighting, with the exception of maybe wardrobe and wigs, I would say, are probably in the building longer than any other department. When we get into like show runs, like we're normally the first ones in the building, powering everything on, checking all of our kit before anybody turns up. I would say we're probably one of the last to leave. I would say wardrobe is normally there doing all their laundry and stuff afterwards. So I will give that to them.
Gosh, I've been quite lucky actually choosing stage.
Yeah.
I'm like the last one in and the first one's out.
Yeah, exactly. So you got it easy. So stop.
I got it
complaining.
great. I hate those days when we just like sat around, and then you do have to remember like I'm being paid to just sit and do nothing, but it's like
yeah. But actually, and I'm very fortunate to be in the job that I'm in. I do love my job.
You don't have to be grateful all the time. You can be annoyed by it.
And I'm absolutely not grateful all the time. Sometimes I'm effing and blinding all over the shop. But yeah, no, in that particular very specific case, I would probably say what are so you're saying, I know you're saying smash or pass, but what's your actual
it's like, your version? Do you enjoy it?
No, you're encore or
exit. Encore or exit.
So I'd say that's an encore.
Encore. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. For me, that's like the worst because like I have to do a whole run of a show then.
Yeah.
I have to do all my set moves.
Different thing, like different departments need different things from a rehearsal. When we were opening Frozen and the lighting designer and programmer were there plotting the show, which was fascinating to watch because that was the first West End show that I'd opened. And they needed people on stage to light. And so we would all take it in turns, the sort of 7 or 8 of us there were, to sit on stage and basically just have light shone at us. And I found out, here's an interesting fact for you.
Ooh.
I am the same height as Olaf. Apparently.
Fabulous. Like the puppet Olaf or Craig?
No, I think well, I think actually...
Oh, movie Olaf.
I think it came out as the movie Olaf. Which is not useful to be on stage to be the same height as the animated thing that doesn't have an actual height because he's animated. But I did get told that I was the same height as Olaf.
Because I was like, you could possibly be.
But I did also
Olaf.
I was also take of this what you will. Did also spend a lot of my time on my knees with lights focused at me while someone, I've got a picture of it actually, it's quite funny.
Someone was putting their hands.
So someone was stood behind me pretending to be
Craig.
And I was pretending to be the puppet. It's a weird job. I've really our jobs are bizarre. Let's not make this weird.
This is a children's show, after all.
Yeah. If only people knew what happened backstage there.
Oh my god.
No, it wasn't.
Can't talk about those things.
I'm surprised there's not been more like
have gone on.
fly on the wall documentaries of
backstage.
There's more drama off stage than on stage.
This is what we say all the time.
Yeah.
Chas said the same thing.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It's wild. It is wild.
Yeah.
Moving on.
That one.
Now we have show report. You kind of answered this one already. So anything you've either been in the show report for or a memorable like show stop or something that's happened?
So bring the tone right down. The worst show stop that I was on Follow Spots on a Cirque du Soleil show on the one that I worked on, Echo. And in that show they have an act called Human Cradle, where they're it's absolutely incredible. If you haven't watched a Cirque du Soleil show, go and see it.
I haven't.
Like there's one at the Albert Hall every year. Sorry, at the Royal Albert Hall every year. This act called Human Cradle are basically throwing each other around, jumping off one another, getting launched over people, landing on top of they threw one guy to land on top of a guy standing on top of another guy.
Oh,
it's mad. But there was a trick where they threw two people, one over the top of the other, to land where they launched off from, if that makes sense. So they were sort of swapping by launching each other. And I don't know exactly what happened, but something went wrong and they collided midair. At Cirque, they train all the backstage people to do rescue trainings, but they use all of the people backstage to come on and help them lift the artist off stage. And obviously all of this is, if it's happened during a show, you're doing it in front of the Cirque du Soleil Big Tops are 2,500 people.
Oh wow.
Both of them were fine in the end. They took it was like 3 days before we were due to leave.
God, I thought you were going to say
no,
they
were
like
fine.
Broke their neck or something.
No,
oh
they
God.
were. That will really stick in my memory because we cancelled the show after that. Partly because a lot of the people in that act were used later on in the show for cues. So, and they weren't in a sort of state mentally to be able to continue with the show. But also we just had 10, 12, possibly more backstage people on stage doing a rescue for the first time. We were all like shaken up. It was horrible. And as I say, they were fine in the end. Good. And it also just goes to show that, you know, our training in that situation made a big difference.
Yeah.
And so that sort of stands out as being a big one. I don't think I've ever caused a show stop.
Yeah. No, I've never caused one.
Touch wood.
I've been in the show reports, but like.
One. Everyone's been in a show report at some point.
Not a big deal. It feels like a big deal at the time.
There was something.
Like,
as I said earlier, things go wrong. Show stops happen.
Yeah,
and
it just happened.
If you're an audience member in a show stop, as long as nobody's hurt.
Yeah. And sometimes show stops are audience related. Like people faint. People start fighting.
Yes.
Do you remember were you at Frozen when like bunch of people were in the audience and they just kept fighting and talking and stuff, and we were like, because a certain family had their family in, and we were like, is it you? At a children's show, mind you.
Yes, people are nuts. The one that got slightly off topic is when people started watching whatever football World Cup, that's what it was, final during, because we were in the, were we? We were in You'll the final. Know, we were in the final sort of 10 years ago, maybe, not that long, 6 years ago, don't know. It was a big, we were big football match that so many people. I remember I was on spots at the back of the auditorium, and there were so many people just watching it on the phone, and you're like, what are you doing?
In the auditorium.
Anyway, sorry, that's completely off topic.
In the auditorium?
Yeah, on the auditorium.
That's rude. I thought you meant backstage. I was like,
no.
Definitely watched football in the wings.
There were like people like,
oh no.
Put your phone away. Put it away.
God.
Your phone.
Not in the auditorium.
No, although
also put it away backstage too.
I joke, but I have also not directly seen, but I have been on shows where that has happened.
Oh God.
Yeah.
No. A cheeky kiss, get fine, but like nothing more. No. Anyway, moving on.
Sorry.
We got to go and get dinner as well.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Sorry.
So next is 5-minute call.
Yeah.
So this is 5 people, places, or things that you are grateful for or memorable.
The people that I've sort of spoken a bit about, but the people that I work with ultimately I think we joke about it, but the people that you work with become your family a lot of the time.
Yeah.
As we've touched on, it's a very unsociable industry we work in, and we do long hours, and it sucks. And I think having people, not everybody, but having a group of people around you that understand what you're doing and can be there for you. Like for me, and actually one of the hardest things about being on tour in America was like over here, if I've had a bad day, I've got people like friends in the industry that I can get home at like 11, 12 o'clock at night and I can call them up because I know they're going to still be awake.
Yeah.
When I was in America or Canada, if I'd had a bad day, the only people that I could have called were people that I was working with, which is fine, but also it's quite nice to have somebody to talk to. So those people, and the people who pick up the phone when they are needed and they know who they are.
Yeah.
Definitely. I hope. Is it really corny to say the audience?
No, I think Chelsea did as well.
Because ultimately they're the ones that are keeping us employed.
I
Again, as we touched on, we understand theatre is not cheap, and like for a family to come to London and see what we're doing. There was a letter quite early on at Frozen that I always tell people because I think it's a really beautiful story, which I'll do a very quick version of because it was quite a long letter, but it was beautiful. It was from a mum of a kid with autism. Found it difficult to communicate, and this mum found that theatre was the thing that helped her boy communicate, and it always made him happy. Obviously COVID happened, everything shut down, and he stopped talking. He stayed in his room. Really, she struggled to get him out the house even. Anyway, so she was like, I need to get him out and see a show. Didn't want to leave, was kicking and screaming, having a meltdown. Still, like every single step, sort of leaving the house, getting to the theatre, going into the auditorium, until the moment the lights went down and the overture started, he was kicking and screaming. As soon as that happened, he stopped and stared and immediately was happy again. And she just, I can't remember the exact words, but it was something along the lines of, I just finished the letter with, I want to thank every single person who worked on this show because I feel like I found my son again. And that is why I do what I do. It's beautiful. It's really like, oh, I'm going to get...
Yeah, I'm getting emotional.
But that is like, it's so, what we do is ridiculous. It's so stupid. Working on a show about a woman with magical ice powers, or working on a show about a witch that's trying to fight a wizard, and
6 dead wives.
Yeah, you know. What we do is absolutely bonkers, but if you can affect people's lives like that, I think I'm really grateful and appreciative of that. So that I'm really lucky to have gone to a school that had some really excellent facilities, theatre facilities, and teachers that were very pro me going into technical theatre. There aren't many theatres. There aren't many schools that A, have a theatre, and B, would let students touch technical equipment. Whereas this show, like this school actively encouraged it, and I would not be where I am today. Yeah. Having people around you that appreciate why you're there and what you're like, trust you. Like when you've got somebody who trusts what you're doing and trusts the fact that you've been hired to do a job.
Yeah.
I really appreciate those people.
Because you do get a lot of people who like don't like believe in you, or don't quite trust that you know what you're doing.
I'm like, well, if you've been hired to do a job, then I'm going to, and until you prove me wrong, I'm going to trust that you can do your job.
Lord knows people do prove me wrong, and
well, no one's perfect.
Cannot do their jobs.
Yeah.
And go, why were you hired anyway?
Absolutely. Of course.
But
it's a difficult.
Yeah, when people do believe in you, it makes you better. When someone doesn't believe in me, or like has written me off, I either go one or two ways. I go, no, I want to prove you wrong. I want to do a good job, or I just go, I ain't fucking working it at all. Then I ain't doing a single drop of work more than I am told to.
I appreciate the only thing that is coming to my mind, and it's really corny again.
Yeah, but we are really corny about our jobs.
Is the support that my parents have given, I think.
Can't
Although
relate.
I will caveat that by saying they will hate me for this. Ties into the school thing. I really vividly remember being in a hall. They were like, put your hand up if you know what you want to do next year for A2. Most people put their hands up. Then they were like, keep your hand up if you know what you want to do at university. And there were probably, like, there's about 120 of us in our year. Out of that, probably 30 people knew exactly what they wanted to do at uni. And they went, out. Now keep your hand up if you know what you want to do after university. And there were 3 people who put their hands up. I was one of them. And I can't remember the third person, but I do remember the second person. And he always said he wanted to become a pilot. And he is now a pilot.
Yes.
And I am now a lighting technician.
Yes.
And I'm really sorry to that third person because I can't remember who you are or what you wanted to do.
I love that.
But I think there is something really, really powerful in knowing what you want to do and just going for it, because that is the best thing you can do. Like, it's not necessarily going to be easy, but if you know what you want to do, go out in this industry, go to your local theatre, get experience, CV drop all over the place, make contacts, and
places like ABTT, Plaza, Theatrecraft is happening soon. Probably after this airs, actually. But Theatrecraft's a good one.
Theatrecraft? I'm
going this year with the other podcast, Tech Table. Check it out.
Oh. So yes, but my parents have always been there and supported me on every step, and every time I call them up and say, I've got this new job, they're always so happy and proud, and they come and see every single show that I work on.
Do they?
Like, I mean, it's a bit easier, was a bit easier for them at the time, but they even came out to Montreal. And I'm very aware that, like, on the surface, they're not going to love every show that I work on.
But they come anyway.
But they come and they support me, and I'm very, very grateful for that. Like, I don't know.
I love that.
Without getting too emotional, I don't know where I would be without them. So
shout out Mum and Dad.
Yeah. Love you, Mum and Dad.
So we've had our 5-minute call. Now we're standing by. And stand by. You've done really well at this because you've answered like all my things anyway. Just by chatting.
Because I just talk.
Like a cue or something that is really memorable, like something about the theatre that you'll never forget.
The feeling of, I've been so fortunate in my career to have worked in some incredible venues. I've been sort of Theatre Audrey Lane, Palladium.
My favourites, my babies.
The stadium behind us.
The London Stadium.
When I was a follow spotter on the Olympic ceremonies.
Crazy.
The Big Top at Cirque du Soleil. These are all places that when I was 10, 12 years old, I would never have dreamed of being someone who could stand on that stage and just be like, I work here.
Yeah. I didn't know what the West End was at 10, 12 years old.
No, I mean, I can't remember exactly what my first West End show was. I think it was...
Oh, God. I remember mine and it's terrible. It was with school and it was Woman in Black.
Oh,
so
I'm
opposite
sorry.
Drury Lane.
Yeah.
But then my next like proper West like show was Wicked.
Oh,
at
okay.
At school as well, but
So, yeah, fair.
I think 2015.
So I did go and see. I remember standing outside. It was the day after I got this. Possibly ages me. Day after I got my GCSE result. So I remember watching Wicked on the front row.
Oh my
And
God.
actually, I remember I've forgotten this completely until just now. I remember in the interval going and talking to the person on the lighting desk, and then when I worked there, 10 years later, and it was the same. The Damo, the boss. We worked out it was him that I spoke to.
Oh my God. Brilliant.
And because I was interested in technical theatre at the time, had been doing a little bit at my school, and it was a show that I was very sort of blown away by. The sort of the technical aspect of that show was incredible. Still is. It still obviously blows people away to this day. But yeah, to be able to stand on stages of these incredible venues, look out at the auditorium from the stage point of view, and go, this is where I work.
It's a feeling like no other.
Oh, it's absolutely mind-blowing. There's something else I'm grateful for. So grateful for just the opportunity to be able to be in that world.
Yeah.
And
because the West End was never meant for me. I was never like West End orientated. I wanted to work in events.
Okay.
And then
more money in events.
COVID happened, and then I came back and I got a job. But one of my ones is, you were saying like you spoke to the lighting designer and then went back years later. I remember when I was at uni, I was doing a engineering project where I had to make a revolve.
Okay, cool.
And I was just researching online, and I found Big Lad. And I messaged him. God rest his soul.
Rest in power.
Rest in power, because you ain't resting in peace.
I don't think he ever heard the word peace in his life, other than people around him going, I want some. Bless him. Oh, yeah. Anyway.
So I texted him on Facebook in like 2017. And we never met up or whatever. Like, he messaged me back, but I just never ended up talking to him. And then one day he was covering at the Palladium whilst I was on flies because of COVID, people getting COVID. And he saw me fly once, and at the end of the show, he offered me a job. I was working at the Palladium, and he went, you're coming as soon as your last day here, you're coming to Drury Lane, you're working on Frozen with me. And I was like,
he had a spectacular eye for
love you,
all sorts of things.
And like, I'm so grateful to him for just picking me up and plopping me.
There aren't a lot of people in this industry that really look after people. I think it's one thing why I'm grateful for the people, like just on a friend level, but on a professional level, having people that you can be surrounded by who can mentor you.
Yeah, I am so
look after
I
you.
have the best mentors in this industry. Yeah. Like I couldn't do it without them, and I would not be here without them. Like, not even like people giving me jobs or anything, but just that I could text whenever and go, oh, I'm having this issue, like, can you help me? Yeah. You know, I lost one because motherfucker died, but...
So rude.
God.
But I think...
irreplaceable.
Absolutely.
I love it.
I think...
I love our jobs. I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
See, this is why I'm also grateful to Big Lad, because you came from Frozen. So... if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have you.
Cheers. Surround yourself by the right people and you'll go very far.
Yeah, sorry, there was someone in the other room like moving things. Or was that what's going on? Everyone should be gone home by now.
Go home.
Which is what we're gonna do.
Which is what we're gonna do after dinner.
After dinner, we're gonna go get dinner.
Yes,
we're gonna go on another date.
Because we haven't spoken enough now.
And I'm not gonna see you enough.
No, well.
News is probably out by now.